Hey folks, I want to begin just by expressing gratitude for joining me on this journey. This has been a thoughtful exploration for me, and there's a lot here that I want to share, and I'm grateful for an opportunity to share it. And there's also in me an edge of like wondering how much of, I really think when we receive messages or when we have beliefs, often the messages we receive are meant for us. They're not meant for other people. I find sometimes for me it's a little hard to tell the difference. And I'll give you an example. If I think like people are so judgmental, they shouldn't be so judgmental. Often the message is actually for me. I am being judgmental and I should be less judgmental, but I'm receiving it and projecting it outward before taking it in. My hope is that this has been useful and interesting and inspiring to y'all. And if any of it isn't, then perhaps it was just a message for me, and maybe it's not a message for you. And this last piece is about culture. So there's just a lot of tension moving around in our culture right now. People are really angry. People are really angry with each other, and there's a lot of jumping to conclusions. I know I've certainly been through a journey with this in the last several years, and almost everyone around me has as well. And I know, unfortunately, relatively few people who seem to be able to like be in their belief and their opinion and have that, and not leap to making other people wrong as well. And I have a great deal of respect and admiration for those people. But we have an energy moving through us and through our culture, and it is uncomfortable and it is divisive. This word divisive is interesting because we talk about divisiveness as though there's something wrong in divisiveness, and I'd like to explore something else. I'm thinking about what my friend Max Borders said in a talk I saw of his recently. He's talking about fragile systems and less fragile systems, and just about patterns of life itself. And what life tends to do, you can think of a river. A river branches off, and it comes back together, and then it branches off again, and each branch branches into other branches. And this is actually a really stable system. And this happens throughout life. This happens in the evolution of living beings as different threads of life fork off from a certain thread. Homo sapiens from other primates, for example. All life does this. All physical systems do this. And so when we think about our tendencies towards divisiveness, I wonder to what degree is there a break that is wanting to occur. And often I think trying to hold the whole piece together winds up feeling like just trying to get everyone else to come to the correct side, which is obviously my side or your side or whatever. On the theme of the transformations that are moving through our culture and through ourselves personally here, it's so visible in our culture. The pain of that is so visible in our culture. And I am so ever inviting of and hoping for deeper quality of humility and gratitude and curiosity in those processes. It's close to me. I feel like I've lost friends in, be it political divisiveness or just the general tension going through the air right now. I think many of us have, and on the other hand, like there are these echo chambers that get created, and I just want to ask, maybe there's nothing. Maybe that doesn't have to be as bad. Maybe that's just part of the process. Part of the process of a fork occurring, and perhaps the most gracious thing to do is when we see that fork occurring in our lives to kindly and gently allow the fork. Make room for it. And this is sort of an exploration right now as I'm thinking about this. What's sweet, though, I think, is just a reminder that we are all changing together. We're all noticing something, and we're all feeling it. We're all feeling a different part of the elephant. We're all feeling it from a different place. And we all have a different role in the transformation and the change. And so even where there is so much apparent difference, I just like to remember that whoever is over there or what have you, that they're in it too. And there's a togetherness even in that, even when there's an apartness. And there is always a greater synthesis, even if my mind can't hold it. So it's really tempting for me when I put out a communication like this to kind of try to wrap a bow on something or put a period at the end of it, and I I can't really do that here and be honest. It's more comfortable to me to be able to do that, but I just want to express my gratitude for y'all on coming with me on this journey for the last 7 weeks and exploring these ideas, and I've been concluding each of these with a meditation. So yeah, please join me. Close your eyes. Take a moment of gratitude for being in the world in this moment and being able to witness this moment of transformation and play your part. We've explored a few different aspects of transformation that is happening on an individual level and culture-wide, from the axioms that we live our lives from, to our relationship to spirituality, our role with the planet, our relationship to power and technology and culture as a whole. So there is a lot happening right now, and it's happening on so many layers at once. And just be graceful and gracious with yourself for being in this moment. You don't have to get it. We don't have to get it. And it's not even necessarily getting it and understanding it that's going to best allow you to play your part. It could play a role, some level of understanding, but I think the more important thing is to be in peace and graciousness and wonder and gratitude. So whatever you're in and wherever you are in your transformations and in relationship to the global transformation, let's just pause now and breathe in gratitude together. You can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'll be beginning next week or the following week with another series. I tend to focus on technology in these conversations because it's my place of interest. If you'd like to be a part of that, please follow this channel and keep your eyes on my project, Sound Self. We are in beta for that project right now, so if you'd like to be part of the beta and part of the evolution of that project, you can click the link below. Thank you.